Oh, wait.
Yippee!
Wait, dude.
What?
Okay, so because we're not doing the live one this week, and we need to organize doing the live one next week,
Mm-hmm.
we can do that now or something.
Yes. I will only be available Friday next week.
I think I should be able to make that work. We just got to figure out like a time and like when to do it. You know.
True, true.
I should be good.
Hey,
for
viewers, when should we do a live recording?
Because we wanted
1, episode 53.
to.
We should do
Is
55.
it 51? 52 is next.
Okay.
So
52 live recording.
Why don't we do
A live
55 for the
broadcast.
numbers to sync up?
55. We could do 55. It just gives us a lot of time to like figure out when we want to do it.
I feel like
Ye-
Scarlet and Violet are gonna be out by number 55. Am I tripping balls, or is that?
Oh,
that's
Actually,
right,
yeah,
right?
you might be right. Well, if
No, that's a
anything,
good
that'd be
idea.
a good.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Because we do it for Scarlet Violet releasing.
Yeah, because then we'll have a shit ton to talk about.
Hmm.
In the meantime, we have Dog. Shout out to Dog.
Shout out to
I like him.
what is it? Is it Greavard?
Greavard?
I
Gravy.
don't
Don't
know
know.
because I keep calling it Graveyard because I don't know how to pronounce it.
All I know is
So,
that they killed a woman live on stream, which was kind of fucked up.
that did happen. Yeah, that girl is dead. She's died.
That
Rest
it,
in
like
peace.
that was insane.
They have death in this game now.
Yeah, Death
Dude,
in
oh my
Person.
god, guys!
Can you imagine? If, like at the end of the story or some shit, like one of the
Main
characters
That's
they've
how-
already
that's how
introduced
Hisui
dies.
That's how Hisui was. You die in the game, you die in real life.
Wait, you die in
You
Legend of Arceus?
They like kill the Pokemon, kill you.
Well, they don't kill you. They
Oh,
faint
right,
you,
right.
And then you
Yeah.
get dragged back to camp.
Pokemon, but the trainer can faint.
Whoa,
Yeah. YouTube thumbnail. Whoa.
True.
Fainted.
Oh, I should beat that game.
Yeah.
You should.
You know what I should do for the Patreon? I should like marathon me beating the game in one night.
Yeah.
Because I've not done
You
that.
know what?
and
No,
should
I
for
want you
Scarlet
to
Violet.
I want you to marathon the game. But for Patreon specifically, we need to have a video of you doing the final boss.
But
Because the final boss, for those who know, they know, it is quite a challenge. So it would be very cool to like see your reaction to that.
Wait,
I think
final
I
boss?
might know.
Final
The
boss?
final boss.
Not the
Final.
Not the final
second-
final boss, but like the final
Just
final
the final
boss.
boss.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because there is a penultimate end of the video game, and everybody already knows that one because
Yeah.
reasons. But then there's the final boss. There's the final boss, the final boss, and then the final boss. The final
Yeah,
final
there's
boss.
there's three final bosses.
Kind of
You can-
Sonic Adventure shit is this?
It's wonderful. It's fantastic, and what's great is that they're all very different and different levels of challenging for different reasons, and it's very cool.
Number 1 is Eurobeat. Number 2 is oh shit. Number 3 is okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
So there are your hints.
I
But yeah,
I think I've shown you
might-
the Eurobeat.
I might not actually know anything. I know
Good.
like a couple things that happened at the end, but I guess I'll
Mhm.
stay ignorant on purpose because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have learned that playing video games without spoiling yourselves on the entire fucking video game before you play it actually makes the game more fun. Now that might
Dude, that's
sound really
crazy.
that might sound really obvious, but like
No, I get it. I have a few friends who will just read wiki pages before they play games. Yeah, and I never
Me.
understood that. What is wrong with y'all? I
So-
don't get it.
Because
yeah, you spit.
I find like an aspect of like the game or something like interesting. It's like I weren't. The reason I'll like end up playing a game is like I saw like cool thing about character from said game and I like read into what it was. That's sort of how I got into JoJo as well. I like looked on the wiki and I was like, oh, this character's cool, and then I was like, wait a minute, this character's like connected to this character, sort of thing. And it's like, oh wait, this is how this works, and then I get into it. It's like the sort of same thing with most games.
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay, that
Like,
makes sense.
sometimes before I watch an anime, I'll watch like an analysis video or something of it.
No, because I didn't know the ending.
I did that with One Piece. to like
What
to
the
that
fuck?
for me that was me getting into the scene because there's catch up and no shot I'm reading all that. But I think the thing even before I did that like made me do this for all video games was Pokemon. Like a new Pokemon generation coming out where I'm reading like all of the new Pokemon, just like all their stats, abilities, like what happens in the game, just like full spoilering myself.
That's my thing. I don't want to know about plot lines. I want to know Pokemon stats because I like team building ahead of time, and I also need to know if Farigiraf is viable. So that's my
Yeah.
I always look at the data mines for that reason, but like for me, I don't know. I like Pokemon because just the locations and the plot line can be enough of interest for me. I like looking ahead to see what Pokemon I can catch. But I completely get where y'all are coming from because there's some games where I would have not played unless I saw someone else play them first. But there's also some games that I feel like you lose part of the experience by me telling you part of what happens. And that sucks because it's how do I convince someone to play a game that I can't tell them anything
talk about
about?
the coolest part of the game is
Exactly.
That's
my
the mind for me.
Undertale, and that's what happens with Outer Wilds as well. It's a big twist at the end, and you're like, whoa! But I can't tell anybody that because then they'll know, and it's not as good.
And
so, mutual friend of ours, all three of us, got me to play Pokemon Coliseum. I shouldn't say got me. I wanted to play it, and then like it was her favorite game, and then I was like, okay, yeah, fuck it, I'll play. And as I was playing it, like with her in call, I would be asking all these questions like, spoil me, what happens? Can I get this Pokemon there? Can I get this Pokemon there? Is this the final boss Pokemon? Is this gonna happen? Right? And she just would not give me what I wanted.
Yeah.
She would not tell me, and it made the game more fun. Unironically, Pokemon Coliseum might be one of my favorite Pokemon games now because of that.
I've heard so many good things. Like that's on my very long backlog, but I've got to play it.
But that really opened my eyes to being like, huh, I've been playing Pokemon not wrong, but very weird for a little while now. Gen 6, 7. Okay, let me put it like this. XY, Oras, Sun Moon, and Ultra Sun Moon. All games that I knew about the game before going into playing the game.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Or actually Sword Shield as well, probably.
Oras, not Oras, Gen 7, it's its own fault because they leaked fucking everything. They just showed all of the Pokemon, and like, almost all of the Pokemon beforehand.
I kind of liked that, like that one image of all the Pokemon where it's like, there's no grid or anything, it's just like a whole bunch of random mons on screen, and people were like, what is that thing, right? I very vividly remember looking at Delmise on that sheet and being like, that's cool!
Yeah. I remember, like, that's what's fun. Like, I don't want specifics, I want like I remember when Frostmoth was first revealed to be a Pokemon through data mines. I was looking at it and I'm like, Ice Bug type, wait, that's so sick. So I started like doing damage calcs with the leaked stats that we got because I was just so interested in this concept of a Pokemon. Like if I just have like one image or just its stats to go off of, that's what I like, messing around with. That's the fun that comes with the new Pokemon generation for me is discovering all the little bits and pieces that are new. But I feel like for other like plotline wise, I don't want to know shit.
Yeah. For me, I remember you brought up Frostmoth. I think for me that one was before we knew how Gigantamax Pokemon worked. When like a lot of new Pokemon were leaking towards the beginning of Sword and Shield. When people saw what Gigantamax Grimmsnarl looked like, and it was like the zoomed out view. It was the zoomed away view, and people were like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
Yeah.
Like, because we'd have like a normal Pokemon next to it, and then that, and we were just like, "That's gotta be some shit, bro." And then it wasn't.
Shout out to Offensive Grimmsnarl. One day he will be real.
I think for Scarlet Violet, I don't know if I want to do the same. I don't know if I want to like spoil myself on all the Pokemon or not.
I think
that's very fair.
That will happen soon. Give it another 5 days.
Yeah, everybody is saying like we've got like it's probably sometime this week or next week that we're gonna start getting leaks.
I think I want to know Pokemon. I don't think I want to know anything else about. I want to know like under like stuff that's gonna be necessary for like playing VGC and just competitive in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is,
That's
new
my thing
Pokemon,
too.
new stuff. But I'm not gonna go into the game knowing like what gym leaders have, or like the battles in general end up being like
Yeah.
gym trainers, gym leaders,
what the
Elite
gym
Four and
leaders
stuff.
terrastalize, like what Pokemon they terrastalize, will also be really interesting, I think.
Oh, right, yeah. And I think I like going into the game itself blind, but like knowing what Pokemon there are is also like
yeah.
not part of that for me, at least. It's
Yeah,
like
same.
I think every game. I think the only most remakes I generally already know what I'm going into because it's a remake. It has like all the
Yeah.
guys, which is why BDSP was like kind of cool because it changed up some stuff. But
Mhm.
but then Sword and Shield, I had no idea what I was doing. X and Y, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, because also there isn't, like, the option of going on Bulbapedia and being like, oh, what's the level cap for this gym? You know?
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, I am trying to get my ass beat. That is my goal in this game. Because Coliseum was hard for me. It was a hard game, right? And, like, yeah, doubles is just innately harder than singles. But, like, more than just that, it was the lack of information of, like, the figure shit out on the fly that I think I miss a lot in modern Pokemon games. And granted, that's my own goddamn fault for spoiling everything.
Yeah,
but, like,
I was gonna say that's your own fault for looking stuff up. As a kid, you don't have access to those resources, so everything feels very like, oh, you gotta figure it out on your own.
Yeah, Coliseum made me feel like a kid again, because I was like, yo, I don't know things. It's cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I need like a paste bin. That's all I need.
I love combing through the paste bins, though, of, like, the Pokemon stats, abilities.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's
move
all I
pools.
want. That's all I want. I don't want pictures of them. I don't want to know where you find them. I don't want to know. I don't even care about Pokedex order. I want to know. I don't want to know what Pokemon I'm going to see on Route 1, even though it's kind of easy to guess.
It's
but
like,
you know.
Yeah.
I want to be surprised, but I also want to copium make Figure good. So
I think I will not look at them on purpose. Stats and
That's fair.
abilities and shit like that.
That's good to know, because I need to know who I need to share it with, because I'm paying attention to when it comes out.
Normally I would, and actually, deep down I do want to know, but I think I'm going to restrict myself from knowing, because I think, and this might be strange, but I think this might make me a better player for singles when I like start with this gen.
We've talked about this, like being open to what new stuff is.
Yeah, I think having a preconceived notion of things before going into them is not going to make me like better at the game that I want to be. Because I think being able to figure shit out on the fly, being able to like learn about the thing in battle, makes more sense as to figuring out like, you know, how to beat it or like all that
when these
stuff.
games come out, I need a showdown ladder that's random battles, but just with Paldean Pokemon and like whatever is available.
You know,
just to learn shit.
We could probably ask for that. Like,
I mean, once Gen 9 the random bats, like random bats come around, that's just what it's gonna be, right?
I think she just means
but
the
it's
new
gonna
guys
include
only.
it's gonna be every Pokemon ever.
Yeah, like the 400 of the decks. No, she means like the 100 or so Pokemon that are
well, no, like the 400 of the Pokemon that are available. Random battles, to my understanding, can be anything. Like, you can get fucking Kyurem White, even though it's not, like, there in Sword and Shield.
No.
It's not?
No, Gen 8 randoms is just the 400 plus Isle of Armor.
Oh, okay, then I'm just
it's not National Dex.
Sweet.
National Dex randoms might exist. I don't actually know.
Yeah. Because that's
I'm
just
already
gonna
getting
be
what I
like
want.
what Gen 9 will be at, like, it would just, their 9 random bats will just be whatever's available in that game.
The Paldean 400.
Yeah.
Plus, like, the transfer mons, which we know via leaks, but, like, also, like, aren't certain on, so.
I am curious if we're gonna be able to catch Hisuian mons in game, or maybe we'll have, like how in Let's Go we had some NPCs that would trade you the Kanto version for the like Alola version. I wonder if we'll have something like that, because I think that'd be really fun. Using the Hisuian mons in like a normal Pokemon game setting, I don't know. That seems fun to me.
Yeah. From memory, I think most of them are gonna be transfer only, but we don't.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That list, I'm so glad that my memory is garbage, because like the list of Pokemon that has leaked of like, oh, these are the guys that are confirmed in the Pokedex or confirmed in the game.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't want to know it.
You want to know something funny? Do you want to know something really humorous?
What's up?
Guess who? So that image is a blown up desktop thumbnail. This is a screenshot of Riddler Coo's fucking desktop.
Oh, Lord. Okay,
and
gotcha.
So they blew up the picture, and from the colors they guessed what Pokemon would be there and filled in the blanks.
So I don't know anything. Good to know.
Yeah, no, I've talked about it before. I fucking hate Riddler Coo. He's an asshole. And he said, oh, this is pretty accurate, but it's not entirely accurate. Ooh. So, yeah, I'm not going to trust anything besides the list that Cerebi has of Pokemon that have already been revealed.
I want to play the game, and, like, while I'm playing through the game, find a Pokemon and be like, oh my god, you're here? I can use you? That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for, because I had a lot of that with Sword and Shield.
I like that with Coliseum, where it was like, let me think of an example. Like towards the early parts of the game, where I'd get like a Hitmontop or something like that. I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, like weird ass Pokemon in the beginning.
You're broken.
This is a weird wish list Pokemon for me that I hope is early in the game, but I really hope that Kufant is a early on Pokemon, because in Sword and Shield you could not get it until after you beat the 8th gym. It would not spawn in the overworld until you beat like the 8th or 7th gym.
You're right about that, yeah.
It was so weird, and like it's such like, I don't know. I really like the design, and I hope that it gets some love in this gen, because I love Kufant and Caparaja. I also love elephants. If I can get Fampi and Kufant early on, I will use both of them.
Elephant guys.
I think now that there are so many Pokemon, I think it's cool to not know what is available to you while playing through a region, because then it's like, it feels like a new region, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
it doesn't feel like a showdown
If I'm replaying a Pokemon game, I want to plan my team, and I have this problem is that I'm already planning my team for Scarlet and Violet in my head, which I should not do, because oftentimes it's like not what I actually end up using.
That's another thing. I've always planned my team going into the games. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm a changed man.
Shake.
I don't think I've ever planned a team going into a game. I think it's like mostly like replays of games, not like a new one there.
I always try to plan it, and then I always end up like what's it called? It ends up not being completely accurate because I find too many Pokemon that I want to use.
Yeah.
I think an experience that I want with this game, and not to set expectations, but like, I think avoiding leaks will like allow me to have an experience that is like, I'm playing through the game, I get to a part of the game, somebody sends out a Pokemon, and I'm like, what the fuck are you? I want you!
Yes! I'm so excited for that to happen again. I'm so excited to experience that again. That's the shit I love.
Because the other half of me is like, oh, I do want to know everything. I want to know everything's designed so I can, like, draw them all. But you know what? I don't need to do that before the game comes out. I don't need to do that, like, before, like, a month into the game coming out. You know, I could do that whenever.
Yeah. So, going from Gen 7 to 8, in terms of how many Pokemon were revealed, it was so refreshing to just have all of these Gen 8 after Gen 7 just revealed most of, if not all of the Pokemon to us, or, like, not full evolution lines, but just most of the Pokemon, we knew what they were, to 8, where a lot of them weren't really, like, real yet, you know? Like, we didn't know they existed, and then fighting them, it's like, what? This is so cool! Like, the first time I saw Morgrim, I popped off, because I think the only image that we had gotten was of,
Impidimp,
yeah, from the little guy, and then I'm like, oh my god, he's a little emo guy, and then, oh my god, a Grimmsnarl! What the fuck are you? Like...
Shout out to Grimmsnarl. I think Grimmsnarl is one of my favorite Pokemon from Galar.
Same.
Just design alone.
Yes.
Gameplay,
so cool.
Bitch. But like,
no, he's
big fan of him.
See, for me, it's like hard for me to divorce the Grimsnall
prankster.
from the bitch in game, so like it's sort of like I don't like them sort of thing. I found that was like a similar thing that happened like for Pichu in Smash when Pichu was still a thing.
Really?
Because they really fucked that character up, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is.
I
Yeah.
always liked Pichu because of the spiky-eared Pichu in the anime and in the games.
Mm.
I like all the Pika clones. Do we know what the Pika clone of? Is that Pawmi? Is that what that
Pawmi,
is?
It's probably
yeah.
Or is
Pawmi.
it-
It's Pawmi.
Okay.
Fucking little guy. Like, whenever I see that guy's evolution, I can be like, what the heck? Or, like Lechonk or Smoliv. I'm really curious of what the hell Smoliv is gonna turn into, because grass normal is such a strange combination.
Yeah.
The normal type?
Yeah, it's grass normal.
It better not keep that typing. Otherwise,
Yeah, I don't think I will, because I feel like it's like it's a Route 1 Pokemon, like it's normal type in the beginning, so it gets stab tackle, and then it changes as it evolves.
Mm.
I'm guessing grass water, because it's probably olive oil. Olive, as Gordon Ramsay would say.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
You talking
He
about
just says
Earl?
olive oil.
You talking about
just says-
Earl? Earl.
Is it Earl?
Earl.
I thought it was Gordon Ramsay.
No. There's a bajillion different ways. This is the gabagool of fucking.
Ah, the gabagoo.
But yeah, welcome to Rattlin Podcast, by the way. We never.
We
we
didn't
didn't
even
say
do an
that
intro,
yet,
huh?
Oh my
I mean,
god, we talked about Pokemon for a little while.
Whoa, it's crazy, man. Pokemon? Oh no,
Marcos
Pokemon
isn't here,
podcast?
that's why.
Oh yeah. Should we say why Marcos is dead?
Yeah, Marcos'
He's-
internet is like
he's here.
fucked.
He's around. He's just dead, so we can't have him. Internet
He
said
tried
no.
to join the Discord to record, and every 2 seconds he would get disconnected from the call.
I clicked
Like,
the
damn,
button.
that sucks.
I clicked the button. I said, "What do you mean you don't agree with me? Do you know who you're dealing with?" And then I shut off his internet.
Yep,
Wow.
fucked up.
Beef is crazy.
I don't even have any beef with him. I don't fucking. It's crazy. Me and Marcos haven't like had beef in a while. I guess it's because like I don't know. Marcos is a
It's
cool
all
guy.
changed since Golduck.
Yeah,
The Golduck
Wait.
differences are in the past.
yeah. We've both grown as people since then. He still uses hypnosis, but I'm a little bit more tolerant of it. So, But yeah.
Insanity.
yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, sort of transitioning from that and like not knowing what's going on and stuff in Pokemon games.
I think I know where you're going with this.
I was gonna try
Ooh.
transition into it earlier. Me and Michael may have found like the greatest like Pokemon.
This is the
ROM
best
hack.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I want to hear about
Of
this because
all
I have
fucking
no clue
time,
what it
dude.
is.
I've never played a video game, and not even just a Pokemon game, but a video game
And
with.
end the sentence. I've never played a video game.
I have never played a video game.
Never.
Cut to black. No.
Games,
so-
unlimited games, but no games.
well, no. So I've never played a game that has this much like. Is attention to detail the word? I don't think so. Like, in its menus, in its like little things, in its like quality of life stuff.
Polish?
Maybe not polish, but like quality of life, I think might be the accurate word. It just feels so cohesive. Like there were things where I'd be like, "Oh, this is a thing. I can press B to run, right? Or press R to throw a ball." I wonder if I can do that in the overworld, or I wonder if I can do that in this other menu. And sure enough, you can. And I'm just like, yo. Like being able to figure out the controls before even looking up how to do the controls, I think is awesome. But that's like super surface level stuff, because then you get into what the actual game is, and it's Pokemon Emerald, but as a roguelike.
Yeah.
So, and when I say Pokemon Emerald, that's barely. It's National Dex. National Dex Pokemon Rogue. Pokemon roguelike. Let me pitch it to you, right? So you download the game, and Pokemon that are available to you, gens 1 through 3, randomized,
Hype.
permadeath, like a Nuzlocke. You don't go through the region. There is no region.
There is no region.
it is like Brady keeps calling it like as if you're like going through the battle frontier or like a catching contest or something like that, where the game is you start in an empty area, you go into a building, and that building is a what's it called? Like there's just one clerk in the building, right? It's just you talk to the lady, and she's like, "Do you want to play the game?" And you go, "Yes," right? You get thrown into like multiple like paths ahead of you, and depending on what path you go into like I want to call them routes, but they're not. Think of them as like boxed areas, right? So each area like that, you can catch new Pokemon. And they're like kind of type themed within the areas. But there's only like a set like 6 Pokemon, 3 Pokemon, like 4, like that kind of thing in the area.
I see.
Plus 2.
You walk around the area. Yeah, you walk around the area like harvesting items, like finding stuff, getting balls, like berries, TMs, that kind of thing. And you repeat that. There are some like areas that you can go to that you can like upgrade your Pokemon, right? So think like Battle Tree type area, or like the Battle Island in Oros. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, the Battle Tree.
Yeah, shit that you would buy with BP, shit that you would like get in Sword and Shield in like the Battle Tower area.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
There's an area for that where you just buy shit like that. Right?
It has move tutors, it has move relearners, it has move
Yeah.
getters, it has egg move. There's an egg move shop, so you can buy egg moves.
Makes creating your Pokemon competitively viable very fun and enjoyable to do.
That's hype. Right? I like that.
So that's the roguelike portion of the game, right? Mm-hmm. Then you go into the boss fight portion of the game, where it's you get to like explore and like create and like find tools, make the tools sharpened, and then use the tools into a like you fight the 8 gym leaders of Gen 3. You fight the Elite Four. You fight champions, right? And that is like a lot of fights, right? So one run quote of this game, it took me like 5 hours?
Yeah, it was like a 5-hour run. Yeah, to complete the entire game.
That's sick, actually.
And once you beat the game the first time, you unlock National Dex mode. So you can it randomizes from all generations of Pokemon. There's physical special split, updated moves, there's like all types of shit, right?
Is it all gens as in all gens available in Gen 3, so 3 to 1 through 3, or is it everything?
No. 1 through 3
you
is
can get Marshadow in this bitch.
Okay, so 1 to 3 is what is available
like
at the start of the game. It is 1 to 8 after that, and we don't even know.
Wait, that's so sick.
We still don't know.
Hisui and Mons might be in there. We have no idea.
We have no idea if Hisui and Mons are in there. They might be.
Wait, dude, I gotta put this on my DS so I can play it while I'm like bored at like riding on the bus or something. This sounds so fun.
Emerald Rogue is the title of the game. It is so fun.
Like Mega Evolution, Z moves are in there. There's no Dynamax. Real ones for that.
For the viewers at home, or for everybody who cannot see the cameras, you just flipped them off.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you get access to those, and then there's an extra shopkeeper in the battle, like the battle area, like the battle ready like shop area. For Mega Stones and Z moves. There's like, and then there's in that area also there is guys you can buy like evolution items, X items. You can use items in battle, by the way.
Hype.
Like held items, like a whole bunch of other stuff, just like cool stuff that just like lets you get your shit ready. So, like, if you need a Volvagay, you can get, like, a Firestone or something from there. I will say, at the start, it's a bit nerfed because you get a randomized list, but as you complete gyms, and as you complete, like, go through the game...
More and more stuff is in the shops. You get more and more stuff,
yeah. And by the end of the game, everything is unlocked. And then, like, you know, you have, like... There's a place where you can, like... You can trade a Pokemon slot to revive a guy that you lost. There's
It's like sacrificing. It's weird. It's crazy. You can like sacrifice a team slot, so you can only have a team of 5 Pokemon to bring a guy back from the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
There's a healing area where you can you heal, and then what else is in the healing area?
Everything. The Nurse Joy area is broken. You get like the shops. You get
right,
the TMs,
yeah.
You get the move tutors. Like
So
that's the golden goose.
There's the healing area that fucking has everything. There's the mart area. You can buy TMs, you can buy bowls, you can buy potions and shit.
Mhm.
And so, if all of this isn't enough to sell you on this game, by the way, there is no grinding. And I don't know how to explain that, because it's not like, oh, I have to level my guys before I get to the next the boss fight or gym or like thing like that. No, it is like you auto level. You catch a
that's
Pokemon.
Really nice.
You catch a Pokemon. All of your Pokemon are now the level cap. Right? You kill a Pokemon. All of your Pokemon are now the level cap.
That's
like,
so
and the game scales with you. So it's like you don't even need to. It does not feel like a JRPG at all. It feels
it's a
literally
roguelike.
just like a roguelike. Yeah.
That's so
So
cool.
like Slay the Spire, Binding of Isaac, Risk of Rain,
Yeah.
sort of thing. But
I know what a
There's-
roguelike is. It's
Yeah.
okay.
After you beat the game, there's multiple game modes too, so you don't need to do the version that takes like 5 hours, right? You can do
There's a doubles
What
version of it.
you can play
Ooh.
double battles. Yeah, I'm playing what I think is like the hardest mode ever of any Pokemon game I've ever played, where you do the team building aspect first, and then you boss rush everything. So it's not like
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
and
so fucking
it's
cool.
hard. It's so fucking fun.
And
It's
it's
like
like-
it's just Battle Frontier, but better.
Yeah. What did I say? Pokemon Emerald Rogue. Shout out Pokeabby for this. Is
Hell yeah.
greatest,
It's just
greatest ROM hack ever.
It is
No
fucking
contest.
amazing. Like, if this gets updated throughout, like, each of the new generations, I think it's like, if you want to play Pokemon in, like, an isolated sort of, like, space, you don't want to play competitive, you don't have a team or anything, you don't want to just, like, play through an entire game, and you're looking for
You just wanna
something that's,
battle.
like, you want to battle, and there's, like, something that, like, you don't feel like going on Showdown for Ranbats or something. You actually feel
Mhm.
like playing Pokemon, but you don't want to play through a game.
Mhm.
This is, like, the perfect thing for that, because it's, like, it's just pure Pokemon. Like, it feels almost like,
Condensed Pokemon, yeah.
yeah, like, and, like, you can, through the middle of a run, you can rest, and then it will take you to the title screen, and then you can just, like, do whatever, or you can, like, restart a run, like, if you're in the middle of one. Like, I feel like there's everything and anything to make this game better is in this game.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no. Well, through playing it, I don't think either me and Brady have ever been like, "Damn, I wish I could do that." Like, it just
Yeah.
isn't a thing you say.
because you say and think like, oh damn, I wish I could do that, and it's there, like it,
You can,
and
it
it's
just
like,
has
oh,
a
I
thing
can
there.
do that sort of thing. You know,
Yeah,
what
like
I mean?
later on, you'll be like, "Oh wait, I can." It's
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
It's like insane. I think it's
That is-
probably the
that is
most
so
fun
sick.
I've had playing a Pokemon game in a long time.
Okay, you have sold me. After we record, I'm probably gonna throw it on my modded 3DS because it's actually really easy to mod your
Oh,
3DS.
It works on original hardware as well. I've got it on my Game Boy. Oh my
Ooh.
god, my card, my game Easy Flash card
Okay.
thing for my Game Boy.
So
it
here's
works
my
on that.
thing. I bought all of the Gen 3 games off of AliExpress.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're obviously fake. So
Yeah.
I wanted to do a playthrough of an actual Gen 3 game, so I was thinking I would just play through Ruby or something. And then I wanted to do Pokemon Challenges' Trash Lock for Emerald.
Yeah. Okay.
I could
Yeah.
easily just replace the Sapphire cartridge with that. Because I have that power now. I think I
Yeah.
have to replace. I think I have to put batteries in them. So I think I have to like actually solder shit, which is like whatever.
Yeah.
But like, oh, that's so sick. That's actually so
It's-
cool. I'm gonna put this on everything.
It's just like an amazing hack, and like, dude, if Hisuimon's on in there, like, they'll probably be there eventually. Like, they'll
Yeah.
probably come in like a Gen 9 update of some sort. Like,
If they've got everything already, like, I was expecting just gens, 1 through 3.
yeah, and like the link cables in the game, like the link
Oh,
cable
yeah.
evolution thing. It doesn't work the same. It's like a hell down, then you level up to evolve, sort of thing, like how you do with like Dubious Disc and like Renegade Platinum. But yeah, no, like
this game humbles you. This game humbles you. If you think you're good at Pokemon, like I've been going into the Gauntlet mode with like what basically looks like OU teams, right? Like broken at like Weavile, Garchomp, Volcarona, like set up guys, make a Charizard X, right? Like all this type of crazy shit. And I still get my ass beat like crazy.
Yeah. It's
so
just really good.
Okay, I'm gonna play it. Aren't you guys, didn't you record some for Patreon?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, well, there you go. If you're curious about it, watch the Patreon. I might log into our Patreon just so I can watch that video.
Yeah. I need to like edit it and upload it, but yeah, dude, it's so good. Like what we're doing at the moment is we're gonna play through the entire like we're at the state we created a new save file, so both me and Michael have completed like the first run, so we have everything unlocked. But we're gonna replay the entire thing so that
like podcast account.
Yeah, so we have like a sort of through line of like what we've done.
That's sick.
Fun fact, I lost a very good mon like very early on because I couldn't read and I had speed up on. So
oh no.
We almost died like 5 different times.
But we saved the run like with a couple of guys that we got, but yeah, no. Check that out if you wanna, if you wanna check that out, subscribe to Patreon, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And do that.
That sounds so sick.
More. It's really good.
I will play the video game.
I just feel like gushing over it so much. It's like,
this has been one very long commercial, but like it I don't know, man. It just feels
insane.
so good. Because I even think about it in terms of like other Pokemon ROM hacks that I played. Right, I really like Glazed. I really like
I gotta play Glazed.
What's it called? Insurgents was fun. What's the other one that I'm thinking of? Renegade Platinum. Renegade Platinum was so fun.
Platinum. Yeah.
Me and Brady played that one as well. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's in a tier of its own because it doesn't feel like it's going for the same things as all of those other things.
Yeah, it's not
a
like
different genre. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different genre. You don't play it like you would play a Pokemon game. You play it like you'd play Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, and what I'm feeling and what I might be learning is that I might not like Pokemon games. But no, I kind of doubt that. Because look at everything we just said before we started talking about this, right? With Scarlet Violet. Like, I'm very excited.
Yeah. I feel like no matter what, I'm going to end up liking Pokemon games. It's a formula that works, and it's just kind of fun, but, too much of anything is going to make you bored.
Little creature guy, go creature mon, uses creature blast. I like
the creatures.
Creatures are pretty good. Speaking of the creatures, dude. Oh, speaking of the creatures, podcast viewers, you won't be able to see, but check out this little guy.
He has a Sobble plush!
What I'm holding in my hand is a Sobble plush, and what I got this from, guys, for my birthday. I went to a fucking Pokemon, like, orchestra, like, concert. It was really fucking good, dude.
Yeah! Like, was it official? Are they doing, like, another run of it? Or was this like a fan-made thing?
It wasn't the symphonic thing. It wasn't the one that ran like a couple years back.
Okay.
It isn't an official, like, the Pokemon Company, like, thing. It was a fan-made, like, sort of thing they were doing, by Sinister Creative, I think they were called. And solely for that day, they did 2 shows that day. They, were doing, like, just in a huge arrangement of, like, Pokemon, music and, like, putting it all together and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, essentially what they did is they did, like, a, what was the song list? I'm looking at the song list right now. So, like, they started off with, like, the red and blue, like, main theme. Then they did a, like, a compilation of, like, all the starting routes in, like, of all the over regions. And then they went through Kanto to, like, Gold, Silver, and went through all the generations and just, like, picked some of, like, the more, like, hype and, like, cool like pieces from each of those stuff and like sort of compiled it together. I've got a whole bunch of
actually so
videos
fucking cool.
that me and my older sibling both like took like videos of.
That's what it was. You messaged in one of the servers like they played Cynthia's theme and I started crying and I'm like, what is he talking about?
Dude, it was so good. It was like they did the whole like the piano thing, like her theme, and then it went into like the battle theme, like I was like fucking smiling as hell, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude. And then like
it just feels so good to like live music is ridiculously just powerful.
Like there was like a part where it was like mostly sort of like orientated around like it was more, how do I say it? It wasn't like hype or anything. It was like it was a lot of like string instruments and stuff, and it was like like sad stuff, I guess. Sad and like,
oh yeah.
And it was
Ends
like
goodbye.
Ends farewell.
Yeah.
They did like the friendship theme from like X and Y. Then they went into like Lily's theme and like Lucamine's theme and shit.
Oh,
and then
that's so cool.
right after that, they went into fucking a compilation of like Solgalea and Lunala's theme, Dawnwing and Necrozma and Duskbane and Necrozma's theme, and Ultra Necrozma's theme in like a huge compilation, and it was fucking
That's so
insane.
sick. Oh my okay. It doesn't get talked about enough, I think, but just Necrozma's theme goes so fucking hard.
It was crazy.
Like when I found Necrozma for the first time in Sun and Moon, when it was just like sitting there in the crater, I didn't know it was there. I just went to the crater because I'm like, damn, this area was pretty cool. Oh no, it was because you could catch Spinda there. I was catching Spindas, and Necrozma just pops out of nowhere. That music starts playing. I'm like,
jump scare.
It's such a banger though.
Yeah, they there was like a guy. There was a girl there in like a ball guy cosplay.
Oh hell
Who was like the coordinator of the concert itself.
That's so hype.
And after the Lily and Lucamine stuff, she came up and she was like, "Oh yeah, so this one's to all the Nuzlockers who fucking died here," and then like walked off the stage and started fucking like that wasn't exactly what she said, but like it was about the sort of thing, about the gist of that. And then they started playing and it was fucking sick, dude. Like
that's so cool.
This is so cool.
At the end, they did the Gala Gym theme, and they tried to get people to cheer and shit. I sort of did, but like there are a lot of people who didn't because they weren't like familiar with it. But like some people that were, and it was fucking sick. I think that was they had like a guy in like a Snorlax cosplay dancing around at some point, like during
hell yeah.
And like, you know, I think it was just like I'm just gushing at this point. It was really good. They did Zinnia's theme during the Hoenn section.
Ooh.
And that like sort of tied in with like the super ancient Pokemon and the Deoxys theme as well. They did that during that part of the song.
I will say musically, Hoenn is like
amazing.
Specifically Oras. Yeah, specifically Oras. Fucking all the shit that they added and the vibes that they got with the music for that is crazy.
It's
like,
fantastic.
Encountering Primal's theme, right? Or anything Zinnia related, or anything like the Deoxys theme is crazy.
Yes.
Like you feel like you're like that's the shit that makes you feel that awakens something in your brain. That like it targets the same receptors that are like, hey, there's a bear in front of us, run the fuck away, right? It's like some primal shit.
Dude, they did like a the arrangement was called Truths versus Ideals, and it started off with Reshiram and Zekron's theme, and then it went into the low health sound from fucking Black and White, and like they had like lights and shit like going off and stuff, and it was flashing white and red. It was like
that's
with the
so cool.
You felt like your HP was low. That's crazy.
I was like, whoa! it was insane, dude. Like,
that's
I don't know.
Crazy.
Like, like I had to take public transport in to get there, and I'm not a big fan of public transport. But fuck, it was worth it. It was so worth. Like, I'm so happy that, you know, I was gifted this experience for my birthday. So
Yeah, no,
happy.
that's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna send you guys some of the like videos we took.
Please.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. But I'm gonna stop gushing because I've already spoken so much about this.
No, that's awesome.
We are friends and we are happy. This is hype.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it
no,
sort of like
I love
it
that
just
shit.
reminded me of like a time where like music, like listening to Pokemon music was a big part of like me actually starting to listen to music. Because like at the moment, like I've sort of broadened my horizons a lot recently, like with just listening to new shit and like sort of becoming fan of like more sort of traditional like music and stuff. Where before I was like OST anime opening guy, right?
Yeah.
Listening to Pokemon OSTs was like something I used to do a lot, just like
same.
because
Glitch City remixes. Glitch City
Yeah,
remixes.
that was
Yes.
me. I was all about Glitch City remixes.
and like, you know, just playing through all the games and listening to music and being like, yeah, this song fucking slaps, dude.
Yeah.
And then getting to revisit that in like a live setting where people like arranged it into like a beautiful sort of fucking performance, and it's like, dude.
Yeah.
Like
It just feels good.
I tried to like stay straight in my seat. Like I didn't want to like sort of like there were times where I wanted to like, you know, butt my head, but like the way I would do it is like I'd put my finger on my leg and then I would like sort of tap along to the music because I knew what the music was, and it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I completely get you. The one that I went to, I think, like, they went through in very strict game order, but I really like that they combined a lot of stuff with the one that you went to, because it's not official, you know? The one thing I do remember, no, there are two things I remember. Someone who was cosplaying as N gave me a postcard of the like Pikachu with sunglasses and a floaty from the anime, and he has like a little drink. Like I have a postcard of that. And then the one hype thing that Professor, they had like a screen showing like parts of the game based on where the music was from. Professor Sycamore came on screen and everybody screamed.
This was around that time. Yeah, this was around that time.
Yeah.
Calm down. It's just a French guy. He probably smells. Anyway, no offense to
Wow.
he says oui oui. It's like
Oui, oui.
garçon and
I don't hate
shit.
French people, I promise. But they had like the screen up that was showing stuff from the games, and before each arrangement they had like a title. So it's like first routes and gym leader, etc, etc. There was one that was just ... in quotation marks, and before the song even started, everyone started screaming. Yeah,
red.
Red. Yeah, red.
Yeah, it was red. Everyone freaked the fuck out. They're like, "Oh my god!"
Dude. Oh yeah. It was just like realizing what the song was when it came on. It was like, like because they had like a set list sort of like on their website, and I tried not to look at it, and then like I'd realize what something was, and I'd be like, dude, no way, no way.
The Reshiram Zekrom theme transitioning into low health sounds so fucking cool. Like I want them to make an album so I can purchase these songs.
It was just fucking so good. I've been gushing for like 10 minutes at this point, and it's like,
no, your bass.
I think the cool thing about it being a performance is the fact that you can seamlessly go from boss fight music that feels like a bear's coming to kill you into low health theme where you're like, oh my god, the bear's killing me, right? Like I love that about music that plays one after another. I think playing through video games and like just watching or listening to game OSTs on stuff like YouTube or something like that, like what I used to do. That'll never get to the same level of an experience as like listening to an album or watching a performance like that, because I don't know, something about the like
transition.
Yeah, like the intentionality behind transitioning from one song to another is really like
Yeah.
cool to me. I've only been listening to albums recently with like Brady and friends.
Yeah.
Like this whole weekend, all I've been doing is like hang out and call, listen to a whole fucking album or 3 while working.
like-
So
Okay,
Or just,
so
like,
this is. I
listening
need to join
to-
in on this.
It's like listening to like a playlist we've made, like a 7. We literally sat in call and listened to us like a 7-hour playlist that we made of solely like
Holy
rap and
shit.
7
shit.
hours. Holy shit!
It-
That's hype.
Hold on, what's the playlist? It's 7 hours and 27 minutes
Holy
Um,
shit!
of the playlist. We just listened to with a bot in call, and it was whoa.
I need to I need to join that because there's one album that I've been revisiting recently, and I realized that it has so many nice transitions between songs that are just like so smooth and it feels so good, and it's just I love that shit.
Slide that our way.
Yes.
I gotta. I've been so busy. I hate it.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Oh,
I am only going to get busier from here on,
No.
which is
unfortunate.
half cool because I get to do cool shit, but half like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like sometimes you're busy with stuff you even enjoy, and it's like, man, this is still tiring though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Motherfucker needs to get some sleep.
True.
I have been sleeping. I've been sleeping on your schedule.
yeah. Michael is now Australian.
Literally.
He's back to being Australian. Dude,
Like, me and Brady were in call before the episode started, and he was like, yo, what's up? What you done today? I'm like, nothing. Just woke up. And he's like, oh, fuck.
yeah. I'd been awake for like 2 hours at that point, so he's working
my
on
God.
he's working on a degenerate like Australian schedule.
Not only am I Australian, I'm a degenerate Australian. That's funny.
Well, here's the thing: if you ever go to visit, then you don't need to worry about jet lag.
True.
We've been talking about that as well. You know what? We've been talking a lot in general, Michael.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna bring it up. You speaking fucking wingdings, brother. What the
Wait,
fuck?
why are we bringing this up here?
What?
Okay, I had a conversation with
That's
Michael
insane
yesterday about
sentence.
like music taste and shit, and we we're talking about playlists and stuff. And he was just trying to describe what my music taste is to him. And
Mhm.
he said that my music taste is that of a Steins Gate fan.
What?
It
don't-
reminds me of a Steins Gate fan.
What does that mean?
So
does that
let
mean?
me kick it to you like this, right? For context, this is at like 7 in the morning, my time. Sun's
Yeah, but
just
how long
coming
had
up.
you been awake?
A long time.
Okay, never mind.
And so I'm sitting here. Think of it like this, right? Whenever people make connections in their head, they'll be like, this thing has this vibe. This other thing has the same vibe. Interesting. I will draw a connection for these two things.
Yes.
It's so late. My brain is fried. I'm talking to Brady. I'm like, quote, talking to Brady. I'm just rambling to Brady. Right?
Yeah.
And what he effectively witnessed me do was draw these connections to things that are just so unrelated. And the way I felt it, the way I like visualized it in my head was him seeing me doing that and being like, bro, what?
You just drawing shit on like a whiteboard.
Yeah, literally. That's what we said.
we
We ended up
compared it to,
saying
like-
that it was
It's all Pepe Sylvia. It's all Pepe
Yeah,
Sylvia.
yeah,
It all
Pepe
goes back to
Sylvia.
Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah.
kind of, but without the frantic. Like, imagine instead of him being frantic about it, just being like, yeah, no, I'm right about this. Yeah, and then be like looking back at Brady to check and be like, I'm right? And he's like, no.
And it's like we what we said was like there's an image of like MF Doom, there's a picture of Jotaro, there's a picture
Some
of like,
random shit on this board.
there's like Toad, and I'm in the center. It's just a picture of me, and it has like a whole
Big
bunch
red
of shit.
circles.
And so there's like the main character from Steins Gate Urkabe, and like it's all pointing. It's like it's a fucking picture of like
I figured it out. I solved it.
and
Steins Gate.
Steins Gate, and it's like a line between me and like Steins Gate character Urkabe.
So,
and, like,
I need like this visualized. This is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
there's a picture of like Ralsei from
Wait.
Deltarune smoking a blunt.
Wait, this is when. Oh my god, Michael, do you remember when I was trying to explain the plot of Fire Emblem 4 to you? And I had like.
Yes.
I went back to the same guy so many times, like, guess whose fault it was? This
And I was like, this guy's a bitch.
This is what I'm envisioning, just red circles.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing that it's been happening. There was like tweet I made. It was like, I have a 50-50 chance of understanding what this motherfucker ever says.
I saw that tweet and I was like, I knew something had happened. I didn't want to ask what though.
I made that tweet after listening to the podcast, like the new podcast episode. I'd listened to it and he's talking about shit, and I'm like, I don't know what this man means. What is he talking about?
The YouTube stuff?
I was like, yeah, no, it was the YouTube stuff. It was actually the YouTube stuff. And he says shit, and he's like, I don't think I understand what the fuck you're saying, brother.
1, video coming next week. I fumbled the bag this week. 2, what was I gonna say? I think the people will agree with me that I'm a philosopher. I'm a higher, not higher intellect, higher like
it
concept
takes a very
speaker.
high IQ to understand.
No, not what I'm saying. No. I think about things that people don't usually think about, and I talk about things that people don't usually talk about. And so when they are being heard, it's like, what the fuck is this guy saying? But then some people will it'll process, it'll stew, it'll grow over time, because this guy's been calling me mold lately. It'll grow on you, and then you'll be like, oh wait, shit, maybe that guy was spitting out. Comment section, let me know if I'm right about that. Has there ever been a time?
I'm gonna be honest. Them motherfuckers, you've got them motherfuckers under your fucking thumb or something, dude. Thank you.
Nah, they're my goats,
like,
bro.
Michael's right, dude. No, this is no fucking way that's real.
No one got me. The comment section got me. Hey,
real shit.
You're team with them. What are you doing?
They're my guys, bro.
I feel like no, you're just like. Okay, now I'm gonna sound insane. You're the wizard who speaks in riddles. The main character only figures out what they mean halfway through the movie.
Yes. What I might be saying might not make sense at all, but if it makes sense to somebody else, fuck yeah for them. Good for them.
You know what? I'm making a call to action. Hey, commenters, do you agree with me? And can I get
Who's the insane one here?
Can I get some Brady fans in the chat, dude?
No, not after Michael fans. You can't say Brady fans. That implies something else.
Michael fans. Oh shit.
It's the new Splatfest. Brady versus Michael versus me and Marco standing off to the side, confused.
Michael is Shiva. Shiva summoning 1,000 Splatoon pros to get them the win.
Yep.
I love that image. That's a really good image.
I'm excited for the Pokemon Splatfest, dude. They just combined my 2 favorite series into one collaboration, and I'm going to buy all of the merchandise and lose all of my money.
Wait, we should fucking play together.
Yes. Okay, but what team?
I want to go Quaxley.
Sprigatito.
Fuck, we're all in different teams.
Damn.
Oh, you're Fui Coco. Okay.
I'm Fui Coco. He's my boy.
Okay, that's fair.
What I do want to do though, Quaxley's based. There's they've announced this, but I don't know when they're actually releasing these things. They're gonna make keychains with the starters in like Splatoon language. And they're like little silhouettes with little splat things, and they're like keychains. And it's the set of 3, but you get them with Nintendo like silver points, like my Nintendo points.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And I've got stuff through that before. I actually have a set of pens on my desk right here that are the Galar starters, like taking a little snooze, and then Pikachu also. But they're like little pens. Like I spent like 200 silver coins on it, and it got mailed to my door. So I'm like, okay, cool. I think that they're gonna do that with the keychains, but they haven't like said when that's gonna happen. I feel like it's a while supplies last thing. But what they are making are t-shirts that are the same as the Splatfest t-shirts that you'll wear in game during the event, and I want those. But it's Nintendo products. And
Yeah.
then also the amiibo come out like next week or in 2 weeks, and it's like, ah! I don't need to spend $50 on little figures of squids and salmons,
Yeah.
but I want to.
Yeah, you want to. I will say Splatoon has sort of caught my eye recently. Like
very
I've been
happy
playing with
about
I've been
that.
playing with like a couple other friends. Like I've been playing a bit of Salmon Run, a bit of Turf War and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It reminds me. I think I've said this before. It reminds me of TF2 in the way that it's like super arcadey, very pick
Yeah.
up and play. Like I can just pick up a game of Splatoon and be like, yeah, I'm happy with the way it went. Like regardless of if I won or not,
Yeah.
I can just sort of like do my thing. Like do. I was saying that all last night. I was playing Turf War with a friend, like, after we were finished talking, Michael, and I was just fucking, I was using the Octobrush, dude, and I was doing my thing. I'd like find a line to get into the enemy base, and I just fucking
Zoom.
zoom on, and like they tried chasing me, and then I'd be like, they'd fucking. I'd take 2 people with me so that like my teammates could like take
Yeah.
mid.
You're distracting them. You're distracting them.
But yeah, no, it is a lot of fun. I'm glad that somehow I managed to get dragged into the Splatoon pool, I guess.
Yeah, I'm so fucking happy that more people, have been getting into it, because it's a game I've played since 1, and then nobody played 1 because nobody had a Wii U, and then nobody played 2 because they just weren't as
They didn't
interested.
play
Well,
1.
more
Yeah.
people played 2. A lot more people played 2 compared to 1. And then for 3, it's just fucking exploded. I think because the Switch is just, it has more games, so a lot of people have it now. So they're like, why not? This game looks cool. And it's just, it's so polished compared to the other games. Like, everything has been so streamlined. All the quality of life stuff is really nice, and I feel like Splatoon as a video game is just formatted well. Like, it's a 3-minute battle with loading screen, or like result screens that take like 5 seconds. It's very snappy. There's not a lot of waiting except for like loading up for a match.
Yeah,
I like that you called
And
it
they even
arcadey.
fixed that. And they fixed that by like letting you play in the like training grounds while you're waiting for a match, so it's not even boring.
I like that you called that arcadey. I think this episode has made me realize that I want that for roguelike type game that is multiplayer. That's like arcadey. If anybody knows if that type of game exists, let me know, because that sounds fun.
I gotta get you on Hades, because I played the fuck out of that game for a while and then stopped, but I want to start playing it again, and I think you would like it too, because the art style alone
Hades,
is why
yes.
I bought it.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
that I just love the gameplay. Video games, thumbs up. I'm doing
I
a
think
thumbs up.
But you know the thing that I just enjoy about Splatoon is like there are, like, you'd think like, because it's like the whole point of like a turf war is just like splat the ground. But like there are things that do like different things as well, and there's like different variations of those things. So it's like pick your thing, sort of thing. It's like sort of how modern fighting games recently have been like involving like so many different archetypes, so that you have like you have something to pick, but like better because it isn't like fighting game like Smash Ultimate where there are 20,000 different zoners.
Yeah.
No, it's like the whole point of Splatoon is you ink the base. You have everyone has the same goal, but like they do different things to get to that goal, right?
Yeah.
Like you have generally like stuff that like long range stuff is like generally more support. Like, hey, there's a guy coming,
It's
I'm gonna
anchoring,
fucking shoot him.
Yeah.
It's like sticking around, and then like ink brushes are good for like getting places and
I've discovered my ideal video game.
Okay.
yeah.
So, hear me out. Mold thing again. So, Beyblade and competitive Pokemon, right? Both have this, like, trio, this, like, rock, paper, scissors system.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, balance beats stall beats hyper offense beats, like, that type of shit, right? Same way in Beyblade, but it's different heights. Small guy beats, or small fast guy beats, tall guy or mid guy, or whatever, the same shit, right? Rock, paper, scissors, effectively, right?
Yeah.
I need a roguelike with rock, paper, scissors fighting that is multiplayer and arcadey. I've never in my life has this made more sense and like I've known exactly what I want, because usually I'm like pretty indecisive, but that is like, if that game exists, please somebody tell me, because that sounds so fucking fire.
I don't know. I've
Is
never
that
thought
not-
about like effectiveness unless it's like a more card-like roguelike, like Slay the Spire or something.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, I guess that's just kind of what Emerald Rogue is to you, though, right? Because
Yeah.
That's why
Pokemon.
I'm hyped so much on it.
It's Pokemon stacked on a roguelike, stacked on the fact that you can just pick up and play it. You know.
Yeah. I will say with Emerald Rogue though, it's harder for there to be 3 different like archetypes. You know what I mean? That's like, what am I gonna do? Build, Stall, and Rogue? I've not seen a Blissey. I've not seen a Toxapex in Emerald Rogue yet. So.
Also, that doesn't seem like a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it does. I think it can be.
Stall?
Maybe.
I've never been a biggest fan of playing Stall. But
It
also,
feels
Stall
good.
isn't really a thing in VDC, it's mostly, like, Chansey.
Yeah, it feels good when you could pull off like a P2 stalling the fuck out of somebody. Like endgame, and you like played the endgame so that they cannot break through your defenses. But when the whole team's point is to stall, I don't find myself having as much fun. That's just me though.
Yeah. I will say, Chansey Stall is actually probably one of the realest teams. Oh, dude, did you guys see I think I was talking to Michael about it. Did you see my tweet about, I want to make a video about, like, ranking the most real, VEC cores and archetypes?
Like, what do you define as most real?
That's the point. I'm not gonna explain it. So,
Awesome.
I don't know, there's a feeling you get from things that are real, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's like, Chansey is real for sure. Like, the Chansey stall, that's real as fuck. But, like, you got something like, Kyogre Zacian, that's fake. That's fake as hell. There's nothing fucking... I mean, it's not fake, but it isn't real either. It's probably mid-tier in terms of how real
now
it
you're
is.
speaking in fucking wingdings. What is happening? I like kind of get it.
The mold
not-
takes over.
It's the
The mold
mold.
takes over and spreading.
devious mold. Why
Yeah.
did you... I think Michael just spreads his good vibes.
Oh,
Don't wait a minute. Don't call me mold and then compliment me. Hold on, that was a sucker punch. That's a sucker punch.
No! Like,
sorry,
I feel
the
like...
mold, like, is good vibes, and then it, like, turns into, like, me talking about real teams and shit.
No, it's... Michael, I mean this as a compliment. I feel like in my head this is gonna sound like an insult, but
What's up?
you are more relaxed around specific things. Like, you don't seem like a very anxious person. You're very blunt.
Not at all.
So when
Yeah.
you're around people, when I'm around people like that, I feel more relaxed and more comfortable with being blunt and just saying what comes into my brain rather than thinking it over and trying to smush it down to something specific. Like, you're good for like you know when you have an idea for like a project or something, you just write everything down on one piece of paper and just anything that pops in your head. That's what you do to my brain. And I think that is your mold. The mold reaches my heart as my friend. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
My heart is crying. My face isn't, but my heart
No,
is crying.
don't
Thank
cry.
you. No, good to you. Happy to you. Thank you. I love you too. That's all right.
Getting
Like,
real
all of y'all
again,
make
the
me
Rattling
so
podcast.
comfortable with just like saying my ideas. I feel like if I never got to know you as much as I do, and I wasn't in the podcast, I feel like, I don't know. When I first started getting on the internet and stuff like that, I never said how I felt, like my opinions or anything like that. Y'all have given me the ability to do that. So now everyone gets to listen to my unsolicited opinions.
Yay.
We have a platform, so we can do that.
Yeah!
A small
I think-
platform, but a platform regardless.
It is cool to like think that we made this platform together, because I was actually talking to Brady about something similar to this, like what kind of vibes do each of the 4 of us give off? I'm including Marcos in here too. And with I'm this is gonna be the super abridged version, because I cannot go into this on the podcast because it's way too long and arbitrary and
Oh, dang.
convoluted, right?
Okay, wait, now I'm
But-
interested.
So this shit up here, right? The what is it called? So for the layman, I'm gonna go with like zodiac type shit, where there's different signs,
okay.
right? Fire sign, water sign, earth sign, air sign, right? I think all 4 of us are one of those.
I see.
Yeah.
And like we kind of like make up for each other in certain aspects, or like provide something that like maybe one of us lacks, to where we can like latch onto that and like be better self, like exactly what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Of the like feeling more, you know,
We are
open,
friends, and
right?
we help each other be awesome.
And I think about this often. Well, not often, like super often, but like the thing that like reaffirmed that to me, was the one episode that you weren't here. Was the one episode that us 3 motherfuckers were just ape shit. Me, Marcos, and Brady, and we were like, it felt like we had no container. It felt like we had no like, direction, or like it just felt like chaos. But it was hilarious because I was like, oh my god, that's what Ash provides for us.
No, I don't want to be the organizer.
No, it's not that. It's less like organized. Honestly, I think Marcos is more the organizer. I think you're more like the rock. You know what I mean? Like the keeps us down to earth type person.
Grounds us, yeah.
Yeah, grounds us. Yeah, exactly. And I promise this isn't a bad thing. Like, no, this makes us good entertainment, I think. But it's like,
stopped
it's really
the insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
What was Brady then?
So here, I'm just listing it for you. So I'm very clearly the fire sign, I think. 1, that is the sign I am. 2, people have told me that I feel like I'm on fire sometimes.
Hype with it?
Brady's the air sign. That's more indicative of ADHD, but also no, literally, like these are things that exist.
Yeah.
The air signs scatter all over the place. These are all negative. These are all negative attributes. I'm sorry, I'm not bringing that up.
Thanks,
Open, freedom, right? Cool to be around. Nice to like, you know, feels like a breath of fresh air. There you go.
There we go.
Marcos, defined by containers, water sign. I would assume, because like here's I have it over here, but it's like fire and air adjacent, earth and air adjacent, or earth and water are adjacent. The earth and air, those are the more put together motherfuckers, like you and you and Marcos are. So I'd say you're the earth sign, for all the reasons listed previously. Yeah, you 2 are more put together. Me and Brady are just fucking ballistic. So, I see it in terms of molecules, by the way, not like the actual element itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is how Uncle Iroh described this shit in Avatar.
Listen, it's the same influence. It's the same. What's it called? Premise. It's just spun in a different way. This is a thing in Eastern Ayurveda. This is a thing in zodiac shit. This is a thing in astrology. This is a thing in all the things I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Dude, I love comparative religion.
Yeah, it's the same through line, metaphysics type shit, but I swear this is not an Avatar reference.
I believe you. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're getting deep here on the Route 1 podcast.
No, we are, but I like this shit.
Yeah, no,
I love it.
Cool.
It's super fun. It's cool to like see, and like it's cool for it to be like reaffirmed so many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brady was talking to me about like somebody telling him that he feels like open to be around and like freeing and like.
Aww.
That was
like,
you. You said that to me.
Yeah, I know. But somebody else agreed.
Right. Yeah.
And so I was like, "Oh my god, that fits you like perfectly where I thought you were." You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's hype.
Reaffirmed.
Yeah.
He's not
That makes a
insane.
lot
Don't worry.
Y'all cool
It's
for
the wingdings happening again for some people, probably. But like, I understand the wingdings now. I've learned it a little bit.
You've changed it to a different font.
Mhm.
It's like you're writing in cursive now, as opposed to what do you call it? Like wingdings.
Chicken scratch.
Yeah.
Slightly more comprehensible.
Yeah. But yeah. I think we can wrap it up there. Like,
you know who I think would be an Earth sign, Michael?
Who's that?
My good friend Stack Attack.
Oh,
he's very
he
stable and very great at like keeping the team together and.
Yeah. And when he tricks the rooms, it's because he's got perfect control over his surroundings.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah, no,
smoking,
we're
I
in-
swear.
We're in like the downtime of like Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet stuff at the
Yeah.
moment, so it's
I
like
got my Melmetal his master rank badge. I don't have
Fans
to
are
play
happy.
ladder ever again.
yeah, no, I don't plan on playing ladder ever again. So
We gotta
catch
make
me.
shiny Scrimp team one day. But maybe like
Yeah.
when it's so far out we actually feel nostalgic for it. Whenever that happens.
We still have the rest of next month to use Eternatus at some point.
True.
But for the most part, I don't plan on playing Pokemon. I think I'm gonna conserve my creative energy for Scarlet and Violet. I'm sitting on one video featuring a cool little guy with Technician Dueling Beat, which I will be probably using as my like lost Sword and Shield video. Yeah, pretty much that, and then continue sort of what I've been doing. Make small adjustments, improvements every video. Try to be more entertaining as a guy.
You are very
Continue the
entertaining as a guy.
podcast. Am I?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm not saying this just like, oh, it's because I'm your friend and I feel like the need to compliment. I say it as in like, I watch your videos because I enjoy them, not out of like obligation or anything.
So,
They're very awesome.
Don't be worried if I just like happen to drop off the face of the earth, because I'm gonna be like editing videos and making videos for like so long. Yeah, so don't.
I
don't
will
worry
check on
about
you
me.
every now and then to make sure you're still alive.
I'll be doing fine. But yeah, I think it's Patreon time.
Yeah.
Patreon there.
Patreon
though? Brady, Carlton, Ken Marker, Plumber, Professor Germs, Ryan, and Turja for subscribing to the Patreon, as well as everybody else. Really appreciate it. Yippee!
I need to
New
stop
Patreon
saying
content coming out soon. You can't see me pointing at the camera, but I'm pointing at the camera because we're doing that. We have one in the chamber.
Works.
We're about to fire. we're about to shoot it onto the feed or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Ideally, we finish the Emerald Rogue by the time Scarlet Violet comes out, and maybe we can do Scarlet Violet stuff for a little while, and then if we finish Rogue fast, like within the next 2, maybe I try to do the Legends of Arceus marathon to finishing the game.
Yeah,
and I would literally just record that on my own, and I would do it as if I'm streaming, but to nobody.
Just like you probably just give it to me on like a Drive link and then upload it myself.
Yeah, literally.
I want to help
we gotta do it
commentate
for,
that.
like,
That sounds so cool.
Yeah. What I would probably do for that is just like sit in a Discord call, like an open Discord call with a bunch of people in there, and then just stream myself playing it all day and then upload it there.
Hell yeah.
All right. No worries, gamers. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this 3-man. Hopefully Marker's internet is working next time.
Yeah, I hope that's okay.
We will be planning to do a live episode. I'm not sure if it was gonna be next one, like we said, or if we do it for the Scarlet Violet release or something. We should do like a Scarlet Violet release thing, and then we'd like play together, and that's the podcast.
Hell yeah,
That'd be kinda
I'm down
hype.
for that.
That'd be kind of hype, like on release day. I got like the entire weekend off, as well as like a couple days like after,
nice.
like during the week, just to play the game.
I'm hoping to like no life homework that entire week so that I have all the free time during the weekend. Because oh my god, I'm so excited.
Just sit and call with all the fucking homies and just play the video game, dude.
Let's go.
It's gonna be so good. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
YouTube outro. Woohoo!